Welcome back. Salvation Army Savannah is celebrating 125 years of programs range from emergency shelter, transitional feeding programs, after-school tutorials, senior programs, and disaster services. I asked Chrissy Williams to join me here today on First News at 4. Chrissy is with Salvation Army's Women's Auxiliary, and we're going to talk about two big events that are coming up. First, Chrissy, let's talk about this Saturday, happening just across the street from WSAV, Bargains on B. And this is a huge fundraiser. Share with our viewers why they should even consider taking part.
We are very excited about it. On May the 4th, we are doing a Bargains on B fundraiser. It is a fundraiser to help the Women's Auxiliary raise funds because our primary goal is to support the Army. That's what we do. That's our number one. We like to support any programs that they may have, like the disaster relief, emergency shelter, the family thrift stores, the men's rehabilitation program, and so many more. The Salvation Army does so much for our community, and we want to do as much as we can to help.
What sparked the beginning of the Women's Auxiliary? Share why this auxiliary is so big in our community.
The Women's Auxiliary actually was formed several years ago. It got reinvented mainly because of the Angel Chief program, which is where we help support those children in need around our community during Christmas time. And the Women's Auxiliary started heading it up and collecting toys and distributing all the toys to the children around the community.
And I know, Chrissy, with the Saturday's event coming up, you know, everybody loves a bargain. I love a bargain too. So tell us about the vendors involved in the Saturday's event and what we can expect, because much of the money will go back, as you mentioned, to the Salvation Army. And we're looking at some video from last year's event.
Yes, and the type of vendors we will definitely have food trucks, because when you're out and you're trying to shop, you get hungry.
I know,
and you
that's right.
need some food. There will also be several different vendors that like vintage items and collectibles, clothes, shoes, arts and crafts, jewelry, some handmade jewelry, pottery, paintings. There's actually this year going to be a Mary Kay booth, which we're excited about, and candles and all the different things. You can find pretty much a little bit of everything.
Well, that's a real draw when you talk about something for everyone. So I'm hoping that people will go out and talk a little bit about maybe a couple of the vendors. How did you get them to say yes to this event?
Well, we have a lot of Women's Auxiliary members, and of course we all have our friends and our contacts, but one of the things is basically just putting it out there, putting it on Facebook, making sure people know that it's coming. And there are so many people interested in doing booths and selling different things, and this is a way that they can do that.
All right, well, let's share once again about Bargains on B. Let's put up the information so that people will get another look. It's happening May 4th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. That's at the Salvation Army parking lot, 3000 B Road in Savannah. It's just across the street from WSAV, and there will be local community vendors, as Chrissy mentioned, arts and crafts, houseware, and guess what? Again, the food trucks. So that's going to be amazing. Chrissy, real quickly, we want to talk about another huge event that's happening for the Salvation Army. It's happening on May 11th at 6 p.m. at the Charles Morris Center in Savannah. This is the Love Has an Army Gala. And I understand that sponsorships are still needed, and we'd love for people to get involved.
Yes, absolutely, because as we've mentioned, so many of the programs that the Salvation Army has for this community, this gala is going to help fund all of those programs that we have. So we would love to have sponsors, even if it's purchasing a table, coming, enjoying the event, having some dinner. We would love that, but any help that you can contribute, we would be appreciative.
All right, the gala once again happening on May 11th, so just reach out to the Salvation Army. Chrissy, thanks so much for joining me on First News at 4 and bringing us all the details about the big Bargains on B happening Saturday, and of course the Salvation Army Gala.
Thank you so much for having me, Tina.
Of course.